Hi, Steve Moriarty here from beautiful Tucson, Arizona, where it's going to be an 80-degree day today. Hopefully you have weather as well wherever you're at. We're here at the world's largest gem and mineral show, which actually encompasses over 40 separate gem and mineral shows. We come out here and meet the people as they come in, because this draws people from countries all around the world. And we set up appointments before the shows. We've already been here for 10 days, and most of the shows just started in the last couple days. So we make appointments, meet with them, because our goal is to see them first and get the best of what they've got. And we had a really, really good show. We found a lot of good things. Starting with our first day, we dealt with a good friend of ours. We were actually with him in Kenya, actually it was Tanzania, back in October, and he's recently come back from both Bangkok, Thailand, and Tanzania and Kenya, and brought some great stuff. And some of the things I bought were a really large morganite. This actually comes from Mozambique, but this stone is 745 carats in the rough, so I'm expecting 300 plus carat morganite. Never seen one that big personally. You know, they may exist, but it's the largest I've ever seen. Should cut a trillion or a shield. Just a remarkable gem is what I'm expecting. So also bought a large tanzanite that's going to cut somewhere in the 40 carat range. And we got some new peridot. This material is coming out of out of Tanzania. It's called Go-Go, which is named after some of the local Tanzanians. It's a group called the Go-Go's, and so they named the peridot they're mining after that. So it's a little different color. I'm expecting it to be great stones. You know, most of the material will cut 2-3 carat stones, but we found some really large ones, up to 40 carats in the rough. So you would expect somewhere 10 to 15 carat finished stones, which for this material is remarkably large in my understanding. We also got some fancy tanzanites, some blue topaz, London blue topaz, some ametrines. So our first stay was out at the Lowe's Ventana Canyon. We stayed out there. It's really a beautiful place. Unfortunately, we worked all day, so we really didn't have a chance to enjoy it. But if you ever come out here, it's just a beautiful place to stay. Next, Michael bought some Chinese minerals. And that night we went out to see Joe Satriani, who was playing with Steve Vai and Eric Johnson. So that was an incredible night for us, because we love guitar. So we had a little bit of entertainment other than gems out here. The next thing we bought was Pakistani peridot. Our Pakistani supplier had some remarkably cut stones. I mean, beautiful cutting, mint greens, as well as the typical Pakistani greens. Just some of the best colors and cuts that we've had from this supplier. We also met a new supplier of Pakistani rough. He had one piece that was just incredible, weighed over 115 carats. You know, just the cost of it just kind of kept me away from it. Had great color, would have cut a 50, 60 carat stone. You know, people have told me later that I probably should have bought it, because that size stone just brings big money. But the cost was big money, so I avoided it and bought some of the smaller stuff that's going to cut from probably 8 to 15 carat size. You know, but again, the colors are remarkable. So next we bought one of my favorite gems, which is the opal coming out of Ethiopia. Our supplier is one of the best, and what he had this time was just incredible stones. So we probably bought another 1,000 carats of opal. I continue to buy opal because I think it's some of the finest opal on the planet, and the prices are incredible. When you can get a top gem quality opal, 10 carat plus for 100 a carat, that's very, very inexpensive in the opal market. So we've got a lot of that to show you. We also bought some rainbow moonstone. This material, I think we bought an 11 karat piece, and just the colors in them are pretty extraordinary, and we've done real well with it. So we bought 3 pieces of that. We also bought some amylite. Amylite I wasn't going to buy this time, but of course, as you take a look at things, you go, holy mackerel, that's an amazing piece. So I did buy a few more amylites, and Michael bought some bigger specimens. Blue zircons is what we did remarkably well with. We bought Cambodian material, which is very well priced in stones that are probably 3 to 10 karat sizes. And then we bought from the new source in Malawi. Malawi produces amazingly deep colors in small stones, and our supplier really does great cutting. So to get small stones, great cut, things that aren't cut too deep, which blue zircon is often cut on the deep side. But this material from Malawi, the way the rough is, it cuts like a normal faceted stone, no extra depth, but still incredible color. We bought meteorites. Michael got some bigger specimens. I bought a few cut pieces that we'll make into jewelry, and I also bought some men's rings. I bought 4 men's rings set in sterling silver, quite inexpensive, and their centerpiece, of course, is the Manana Lusta meteorites. I bought some Molly garnets. This rough, remarkably big sizes. I mean, I've got a piece that probably will cut over 10 karat, and I've never had a Molly garnet probably over 3 karat in size. So that will be something we'll see in the future. Sphenes. I bought one darker sphene. We'll see how it looks. Kind of a gamble. Just sometimes you're dealing with the lights out here and you don't know exactly how it's going to appear in your lighting. But beautiful cut and looked great. We'll see when we get it home. Zimbabwe sphenes. Now these are remarkable. The color is just amazing. The dispersion should be great. And when we got these back to the hotel, just the color was just super. And also from the same source, we bought aquamarines, some of the deepest color aquas that I've ever owned, which I didn't even realize that Zimbabwe was a source of aquamarines. And a little shout out thanks to Maria for turning us on to this source, because this particular supplier didn't even put them out. They were underneath the counter, and he was a little reluctant to show her, but Maria talked him into letting us see him, and just thrilled with what we got. Sapphires, our regular supplier from Sri Lanka. We make every attempt to see him first, and we got a really good selection. Yellows, one big yellow, I'm not sure how big it was, almost 5 karat. Some pinks, some peach color, bicolors. There's a bicolor that's kind of pinkish red to blue, something I've never seen before. As well as some other bicolors in yellows and greens. Not sure what other colors. Well, we got some fine blues, of course. So those are the highlights, but there's many, many other gems we bought. We bought tanzanites and tourmalines and just a wide variety of stones. You know, one note about pricing out here, pretty remarkable how high some of the prices have gone. You know, I gave my Michael and Jeffrey spessartites before the show for Christmas, and come out here and see what the price of spessartites is. It's amazing, 600 to 1,000 a carat for spessartite garnets. And many, many other gems, the prices have just gone up dramatically. You can almost go through the list and of gems, and they've all gone up significantly. But you know, it's been a great trip out here. We've got this beautiful place we came to stay in, and you know, the first day here, we right out back, we first saw some scat, we weren't sure what it was, and then we look up and here's two bobcats. I mean, literally 20 feet from us, and kind of shocked me a little bit. I didn't realize they were quite as big as they are, but we haven't seen them since, but that was a fun start to the trip. So this is Tucson 2024. You know, it's been a great trip. So visit us at MoreGems.com, TanzaniteJewelryDesigns.com, MothersFamilyRings.com, and MineralMite.com.